Good morning, friends. I'm CV Sharma back with another video. And in this video, I'm going to discuss the derivations, that is, the equations of motion for the uniform acceleration. So, the uniform acceleration refers to constant acceleration. Okay, constant acceleration. So, what are the equations of motion for the constant acceleration that I have discussed in the earlier video? Now in this video, I'm going to derive this. So what are the equations? Let us revise the equations. That is v equal to u plus at, s equal to ut plus half at square, v square minus u square equal to 2as. S can be written as the average velocity, that is v plus u by 2 times t. And now the displacement in the nth second is nothing but displacement in n seconds minus displacement in n minus 1 seconds, which is equal to u plus a into n minus half. So these are the equations of motion. Let us derive one by one. So let us derive the first equation, v equal to u plus at. So we know this very well that, so how do we derive this equation? So we know that acceleration is nothing but change in the velocity divided by the time interval delta t. So here we assume that in the time of t, the velocity is changing from u to v. So delta v is nothing but, you can write it as v minus u divided by t. So let us cross multiply this thing, delta v by delta t. Let's write like this. So delta t is t here. So t will multiply. So we get v minus u as a into t. And then you can write v is equal to u plus at. So this is the first equation of motion. Very, very simple. So we can use the integral methods also to solve this. But let us go in a very simple way. Later we use the integral methods. The integral methods can be used when you don't have constant acceleration. And how do we write the equations of motion? That can be done in a different way. So that comes out like this. A is equal to, you know that it is dv by dt. So in that sense, dv is equal to a dt. Like this you can write. So dt is transported this way. And again, you want a change in velocity, delta v happens to be integral a dt. So this is how you get. And from the time t1 to t2, these equations can be used when you don't have the constant acceleration. So our agenda is now to derive the equations for the constant acceleration. Let us concentrate on that particular point and then solve the equations. And always remember, it's better to use these equations in the vector mode. It's better to use these equations in vector mode. So hence this is what I want to tell you. Better to use the equations in vector mode, then you can solve the problems very quick. So here I will tell you, while discussing the problems, I'll let you know what is the vector mode of solving. Now the next equation is s is equal to ut plus half at square. So this is the equation I want to do. So we know that the first thing is that this equation can be derived using one funda, that see, the average velocity is nothing but, for a given time interval t, the average velocity is given by v plus u by 2. So in the time of t, it is changing from u to v. And I want the net displacement. Yes, is nothing but, I can write it as average velocity multiplied by time interval delta t. So net displacement as can be written as average velocity into the time interval delta t. You can do like this. And now let us write this. So S can be written as, what is the average velocity? That is v plus u divided by 2. into delta t, the time interval is t. Right? This way we can write. Now we know that the equation b is equal to u plus at. We know this equation. So let us substitute that over here. So I can write it as u plus at plus u. So I substituted v here. Here I substituted v is equal to u plus at. So this becomes divided by 2 multiplied by t. So that, yes, that is a displacement function. Please understand that this is displacement function. Displacement function. So this displacement function is nothing but u plus u, that is 2u for u, 2u plus at divided by 2 multiplied by t. So I can write this further. So this t I can multiply. So I can write it as 2ut plus at square divided by 2. So 2ut by 2. So this I can split it as 2ut by 2 plus at square by 2. Hence the equation. 2 gets cancelled here. So you get the final equation. S is equal to ut plus half at square. So when you are writing this S equal to ut plus half at square, S is nothing but the displacement mode. So S is written as the displacement mode. S is displacement here. Displacement. So always remember these equations are made for the vector mode. And this is what I want to tell you. So from this equation, so fourth equation and the second equation are covered in within first funda itself. And now in the second funda itself. Okay, fine. Now the third equation we want to do, which is v square minus u square equal to 2as. So here, this is an equation where time is not there. Time is absent. So the time variable is absent in this particular equation. So how do we generate this equation? This is another pretty important equation. We can do this by using the equations v is equal to u plus at, and by using another thing s equal to ut plus half at square. You can couple any two equations. This is one equation. Another equation I told you, this is s is equal to u plus v by 2 into t. This is faster. If you do like this, you can use even this to get this. You couple these two equations, you get this. So only thing is what you have to do, you have to eliminate the time here. So time can be eliminated. T is equal to, can be written as v minus u divided by e. So this is time here. Either you substitute time here or you substitute this. When you substitute time here, this will be a longer process. But when you substitute time here, it is straightforward. So when the path, I will write this is the path A and this is the path B. Path B will be a little bit longer calculation, and the path A will begin shorter calculation. So you can do like this. So you have u plus v divided by 2 multiplied by the time factor b minus u divided by e. So that is the time factor. So when you multiply the things, so this is our yes. And now on the top, it is like v minus u into v plus u. So that is v square minus u square, a plus b into a minus b form, v square minus u square divided by 2a. This is what you have. 2a you transport this side. So you have the equation v square minus u square equal to 2a. So hence the equation. So this is the best way of solving this problem. So let's go ahead to the next part, which is the displacement in the nth second. Displacement in the nth second. So the displacement in the nth second is what my calculation is. So for that, dn will call the displacement in the nth second, that is given by the formula s in n seconds, displacement in n seconds minus displacement in the n minus 1 seconds. So that is the displacement in at the nth second. So how do we do that? So let us say S is equal to, you know that S is equal to ut plus half at square. So it is very well understood that S is a function of time. Here S is a function of time and it is quadratic in nature. Ut plus half at square. Okay, it is quadratic in nature. So let us put t is equal to n and t is equal to n minus 1 and generate two equations out of it. So you can write Sn dn is equal to Sn is nothing but un plus half a n square minus u into n minus 1 plus half a into n minus 1 whole square. So let us do the subtraction. So dn happens to be un. So this part minus this part is what I am going to do. Un minus u into n minus 1 plus half a n square minus half a into n minus 1 whole square. So half a into n square minus n minus 1 whole square. I'm writing this very directly so that you will all understand. I hope you will understand. Half a I'm taking common out of these two terms, n square minus n minus 1 whole square. And now let us check what are the things which are remaining here. Un minus un plus u, right? Minus u into minus n is minus un, minus u into minus 1 is plus u, plus half a into, this is of the form a square minus b square, so I'll write it as a plus b, that is n plus n minus 1 into a minus b, that is n minus n plus 1. This is how I get, right? So this one gets cancelled. That's pretty easy. And now un also gets cancelled. So I have dn is equal to u plus a by 2 into 2n minus 1. This is how one way to remember the equation, or you can multiply this half inside to get the equation what I have written. Dn is equal to u plus a into this two gets cancelled, so you get n minus half. So when you multiply half inside, this is what you get. So these are the two ways you can remember the equation. So the basic formula of solving this displacement at the nth second is given by displacement in n seconds minus displacement in n minus 1 seconds. So basically, how do we do the calculation? Suppose I ask you suppose I ask you the displacement at the third second. Displacement at third second. Displacement at third second is nothing but displacement in 3 seconds minus displacement in 3 minus 1, that is 2 seconds. So this is what you had to do. Displacement, I'll write yes here. So d is the displacement in the nth second. So displacement in third second is displacement in 3 seconds minus displacement in 2 seconds. So this formula particularly sorry for that. This formula dn is equal to u plus a into n minus half is applicable only when the displacement yes is a quadratic function of t. Quadratic function of t. So if the displacement is like s is equal to ut plus half at square, then only you can get this formula out of it. So what if they ask you this formula is applicable everywhere? I will tell you why it is like this. So displacement dn is actually Sn minus Sn minus 1. Suppose I give you the displacement like s of t, the displacement function is something like t cube plus 5t plus 6, something like this. If I give you, then if you apply this formula like u plus a into, that is not going to work. U plus a into n minus half is not going to work there. So if I ask you, if this is the displacement function, what is the displacement at 3 seconds? Displacement in the third second. Suppose I ask you, what you have to do is displacement in 3 seconds you have to calculate minus displacement in 2 seconds you have to calculate and take the I mean, you had to subtract this displacement from 2 seconds minus from the displacement in the 3 seconds. So then you get displacement in the third second. This is the displacement in the third second. Suppose if you had to. So here you cannot use u plus a into n minus half because of the reason that this is a cubic polynomial. If the displacement is a quadratic polynomial in the function as a function of time, then only you can use that u plus a into n minus half. I am telling again and again. If it is something else, then you have to go by this formula only. This is the best way of solving this problem. So with this, I conclude the video here, and let's move on to the problems in the next videos. So thank you all. Thanks for watching the video, and please do like, share, and subscribe. And I need your full support to make this channel a big success. Thank you all.